Alright, in this video we are going to see how to create this animation using CSS3. Now without wasting any time, let's get started. To follow along, I'll leave the source code along with the images in the description. In case if you got stuck somewhere, you can just copy paste it and start along with me. Now to create this, we just need two files. Let me name this as, I can give any name. I'm just planning to give index2.html, and I'm going to create a style sheet. Again, you can give any name. I'm just sticking with the suffix 2, which is style2.css. Because I'm in the same folder, to avoid the name conflict, I'm giving the suffix 2 to the HTML file as well as to the CSS file. Now the basic requirement is we just need two files. The first one is HTML and the second one is CSS. To get the boilerplate code, you just need to type shift exclamatory tab and you'll get the boilerplate code. Let's just link the style sheet on the head. It is always recommended to give style linked on the head tag. We need to make this style 2 because it's our blank style sheet. Now we just need a div with class scan, and inside the scan we just need another div with class hand. So this is the basic requirement for HTML. Now you can forget about the HTML. For all element, I'm just going to remove the margin and padding, remove the margin and remove the padding. It is always a good practice to add box sizing, border box for all element. Now let me just show you how our HTML looks like. We have given the suffix index 2, so this is our HTML. We don't have anything. Now the body, let's give the background color just to see whether it actually works. Yes, it works. Now we can stick to our color, which is black, not that dark black, but something close to black. Now whatever is there inside the body, I want it to be at the center. So display flex, align item center, justify content center would make whatever is inside the body to be at the center. Now it is always recommended to give height to make the justify content work. So justify content will vertically align, and align item will horizontally align. So in order for the vertical align to work, we need to make the screen size 100%. This viewport is nothing but the browser, so I'm giving the 100% of browser height. You won't see anything unless you have let's just call the scan. Let's just give position absolute. We're not going to do anything. And let's call the hand, which is inside span. We can give again position relative. The reason for giving position relative, I'll let you know later on in this video. Now let's just give the width of 500 pixel, the same as the width and height of the image, 500 pixel. Now let's call the image, background image, URL. If you refresh it, this is how it looks. We just need the copy, so this is the HTML. Now we can call the pseudo element, which will why we are calling pseudo element, it's because we want some element that adds to this hand div. So consider this is the hand, so this is the hand. I want some other div that overlap with the hand div. So the best way to create it is using pseudo element. So this property is mandatory if you add before, or else it won't work. For this pseudo element to be exact atop of the hand, we need to use position absolute. Position absolute, we can give left of 0, top of 0, right of 0, and what is left, bottom as 0. So we can skip the 4 line just by writing one line, which is inset 0. Now let's just give the background image again. This time it's the other one. Now if you see, the pseudo element is exactly on top of the hand. So if you remove it, let's just check. Fine. So the main thing is this one. Now we need to give the height of 0 so it's gone. If I give height 100%, you will see the full. So this is, so the height property we are going to animate. So animation, you can give any name. I'm just going to stick with animate height, duration, speed, and the amount of animation infinite. So let's define the animation at the rate keyframes identifier. On 0th and on 100th time frame, it should be, the height should be 0, and on 50th time frame it should be 100% of height. Now you will see the animation works properly. Now if you just give 0%, 0 to 50, and it will stop, and it will start from again. I want it to go from top to bottom and again bottom to top, so that's the reason I have given the 0th and 100th as 0% height. The same way, I want one more div to overlap with the after. So again, HTML has another property which is after pseudo property. The same way, these are things are mandatory. In this time, I'm just going to use the top, and let's just give the height of 10 pixel and background color as yellow and width as 100%. Let me just show you so that you can get clear idea what I meant. So on the top we have 100% width, 10 pixel height, and top. If you make this bottom, it will stick to the bottom. So I want it to start from top and then reach bottom and again reach to top. The same way, I'm going to give the animation. This time it's animation animate top. You can give any name. Same, define the animation. This time it's not height, it's just top. So that's all for this video. Thank you so much for listening.